Alright, night number 1. We hiked what, 7 miles? That's not too bad. What do you got there? You got some dinner?
Chicken teriyaki.
Show us what it looks like.
It's like dog barf.
Delicious. And what we did was use this cute little stove right here, some matches, and you boil water from out of the lake. It's pretty delicious. It's so tasty. So I carried these big giant things all day. Can't feel my shoulders. This is home. I'm gonna give you a panoramic view of where in the world it is that we are. Okay. Cool. Super interesting. Over here is our clothesline. Chris has already got to use the outdoor bathroom facilities. He's very happy about that. We already had our first bathing session in the lake that you can see down here. This is where our water comes from as well. Tomorrow obviously we'll move, but thought you'd enjoy this. I'm not going to go down that way like we normally would. I'm just going to try to give you the view of the lake. It's very nice. Oh, see down there? We go that way. Here is the lake. And that leads back up to our campsite. That concludes day number 1. Alright, second morning. We've already moved camp. We got a new kitchen. Got our tent, clothesline. It's my sock. Cool thing is back here behind our tent now. We've got, can't really see it, but we've got beachy waves rolling in. I'll give you a panoramic up here where we're at. Here's my other sock. Alright, we're gonna go over to our water access because I have to wash dishes and put more water in our life straw. All of our water is coming out of the lake, obviously. So what the life straw does is it filters the water, so any water that we're drinking is going through the life straw. Any water that we're using for cooking is going on the little burner you saw back there at camp. So here's my beach access. Camp's over there. Give you a panoramic. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. It's perfect. Alright, hopefully I don't fall since I'm holding all this stuff in this camera. So going down is not usually bad. It's coming back up that's kind of a pain in the butt. Look at that. Pretty. Just kind of slide down. I don't know if you can hear me now over the waves or not. So this is home sweet home. Welcome to my deserted island. Alright. Sit our stuff down over here. Dishes to fill. This will be water that will boil. This will be water that we drink. That's the life straw. Isn't that crazy? And then it just didn't back up. So I'm gonna let you go for now so I can get some delicious water. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Look at the color of that water. Alright, down we go. We're not going down there. Somebody made this cool shrine, so I added this fish carcass for artistic value. Isn't it lovely? Chris patiently waiting. Fish. camera, but there's a huge storm blowing in. That'll be fun. Come on, Chris.
Run for your life!
I don't know. Crazy. That's why the water's so high. Doesn't usually come all the way up to the bottom right there. There should be a beach on the other side of what you see is the bottom of the grass area. No, not shore. Because there should be shore where all those waves are. That's the beach. Big goofball. Storm's coming, boys and girls. Time to move. Crazy. Getting kind of gray. Making our way back to our home sweet home. Our stuff's blowing around. Pull all our stuff off the line. Behind our tent is this cliff. Right down here. Oh. Alright. Storm's rolling in some more. Look at that. Cloud. I wish you could tell how weird and windy it is here. It's getting really chilly. Oh, so hopefully our tent doesn't blow away. That'd be really sad. Water's still blue. It's like turquoise looking now. It's crazy. What do they call that? A shelf cloud? I don't know. Oh. It's a wicked night to be in a tent. The world's tiniest tent at that. With tent stakes and tent anchors that are in the sand. I'm sure that's pretty sturdy. Is that what it is? A bank cloud? I couldn't remember if it's a bank cloud or a shelf cloud. And here we're going to be a meteorologist. I can't even say meteorologist. We have no radio, no cell phone, so we could literally be being hit with God knows what, and we really have no idea. We're just going to wait and see what happens. They did say if the island ever needed to be evacuated that they'd send speedboats for us, but they never really said like what the procedures were like. Is there like an alarm? Someone gonna blow a whistle? So you figure this island is decent in size. What do they say? 22 miles from top to bottom or something like that. And so I just don't know, even if they evacuated people, well, how would you evacuate people? I'm not saying they should be evacuating people, I'm just thinking out loud. There's a hole in the middle of it, Chris. Oh, something's touching me. Huh? Alright, it's me again. Look at it. Look at it. It goes all the way across. That is not a rainbow, folks. That is a weird cloud. Look how turquoise the water has now gotten. Huh? Oh. Chris says I can zoom in. Oh, brilliant. Freaking crazy. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. What? Yeah, I know. We're gonna be locked in our tent for a while. It looks cool though. It's getting ready to go right over top of us. I wish you guys could actually see this. Like, my camera does not do this justice. You see it moving? You see like the extent of this cloud? And it's starting to turn. If you look at the top, you can see, and then the bottom, see how it's starting to turn over itself? And he said this camera does not do it justice. It's getting pretty dark and windy here. Yeah, and like Chris said, notice how low it is. It's almost like this bank cloud is going to touch the top of these trees. Alright. Look how crazy the water's getting. The wind's picking up. Alright. We're going. Oh man, look at that. Alright, Chris says we have to get in the tent. Sad face. Taking you to see a surprise. Hopefully it's still there. Oh, he is still there. It took me a minute to see him. This island is covered with these cute little creatures. You see that? Look right in the middle of the screen. That is a weird little snake. We've seen them literally everywhere. You don't see them, it's chipmunks or deer. Big paw prints. Alright, Chris. The abandoned Swenson barn. It's huge. Ooh, nothing like some berries and poison ivy. Looks like some people have ditched some of their camping stuff in here. Kind of crazy. Little wagon frames. Old equipment. Lots of birds. Stairs that go upstairs, but the floor is kind of rough. I don't think we'll be going up there. Some creepy old stalls. Oh, look, cow stanchions. They're like in almost perfect condition. So when there were people settled on the island, they obviously had livestock to sustain themselves. So the last room was the milking stanchions, and then this side has standing stalls. Pretty cool. This creepy room has a bunch of old windows. Let's go look out this back door. This is cool. I'm sure at one point there were probably pastures on here, but that's been years ago, obviously. So now we've just got trees. Here's where they used to bring the hay in. Pretty neat. See what's around this side. I don't know where Chris went. He's gone. It's crazy. Pretty old barn. Let's look around this side. Just cool. Cool. I wish the video would show how big this really is. This place is huge. I'd like to see upstairs, but that just looks really iffy. Huh? Mm-mm. This is filling up our water bottles. We only do this like umpteen times a day. you see in the background is Manitou South. We're on Manitou North. Good job, Chris. Alright, we're at cemetery. Got some dates and some names. Obviously pretty old. Not seeing any stones. Oh, they're over here. There's one stone down there, but then if you look over here, we've got stones. Oh, there's more over this way too. Cool. 1863, I think, on that one. This way. What's in this fence? Well, it's gotta be somebody's grave, but I don't see a stone. There's a stone. 1885 to 1908. Look at the mist. It's like a rainforest. It's crazy. I wonder if that bank cloud we saw this morning blocking the South Island is hitting shore. Pretty neat. What you see here is Chris taking his shower, or bath, or whatever. We're looking at rocks instead of taking a bath. See all the fog? That's where we came from. Oh, look, we've got a family of... Oh, they're out of here. I know. Family of not happy to see us ducks. They're like a boat. Look at them run. They're like treading water. That's funny. Boat way over there. Alright, keep in mind this is waist deep. Look, my feet. Look at these rocks. They're clear, clear, clear. last day of our trip, we are taking the main path out to the ferry. Chris, look excited. The end of this path, what, 5 more miles? We can have a beer on the ferry. A beer. Yay. I love beer. It's my motivation. By the time this is all said and done, we've calculated that over the course of our trip, Chris and I will have covered, Lord help me, covered a little over 31 miles worth of hiking. So that's kind of nuts, but pretty cool. Alright, bye for now. Several hours later. SpongeBob. We're still walking. Walking. Hey Chris, what did this trip consist of?
Walking and walking.
See what? Still waiting on people. Navigating the rough streets of Leland, Michigan. You never know what kind of shady characters you're gonna find. Like this one. Alright, I have to go. We have arrived back at the car. It's still here. No one stole it. It's got a lot of bird poop on it. I'm gonna put these packs in the car and find some lunch.